Hi friends. Well, happy tea on Tuesday. I have my tea and and do you see it out there? That's called sunshine. We have some sun today. It's going to be 40 some degrees. It's a nice break in the weather. We're still digging out the snow but it's going to melt, It's so exciting. We don't mind it, but it's nice to have a break. So today I had a viewer suggest that we talk about the calling cards. So I looked them up, and they're from 15th century in China, which is like amazing. That's when they started. And they became very popular during the Victorian time. And I have a whole stack up from an estate that Dave and I cleaned out. And I was saying before, we took 15, 20. When David watched the video, I said, we took 15, 20 trips. He said, honey, at least. And it was with every time we went, we took the van and the truck. When you're an antique dealer and you get into a place like that, it's like so exciting. So anyhow, I brought all these calling cards home. And then when the viewer talked about going through them, I thought, I'm going to go through them. And this is basically the size of what they were, and this was the owner's calling card. This is a Grace Tedford. She was a school teacher. And then I went through, I was talking about the Mellons. I did find these people on the internet, and they were related to the Mellon family. So I thought that was sort of cool. And they were all different. They had like cats and nature and roses and flowers. And then I was so excited because I saw this one, and this says Eddie Shoup. Well, my mom's aunt was a Shoup, married her up Hillston, and she had a brother, Edwin, and it would have been around the same time period. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if he had, calling cards put his name on there as Eddie. I thought that was neat, so I have to find that out. Well, calling cards, you would have somebody drive you to the house, or I even read an article about on horseback, and you would give it to the person at the door, and there was different etiquettes to different calling cards. I learned this. I thought this was interesting. So this calling card, you can see it has the folded, and that's how I got it. Well, if some corner was folded here, that meant I'm just saying hello. If some corner was folded on another corner, that meant I would like to come back and see you. And it was like if they went to a dance, the same thing. Can I take you home? And it was another corner that was folded. It's just interesting how they communicated through these calling cards. Sometimes they were called receiving cards. Because you would receive that person. So I thought that was interesting about calling cards, and I'm sure that some of these were Victorian, because this one, they have their name on the inside, and it will say love somebody, on the inside. So isn't that beautiful? They're so pretty. I think we should bring them back. These little ones, they're so cute. I just love them. See them? And then look at this one with a hand. They're so beautiful. The graphics on them, I just love them. Okay, and look at this one. One more. Isn't that nice? I just love them. Well, how I bought this, actually, I didn't get this from that house. This was called a calling card glassware, or receiving card glassware. It was made by the Trenum Glassware Company, and my family is very connected to the Trenum Glassware Company from when it was founded. And that's Uncle John in the living room that ran Trenum Glassworks in the Trenum Creighton area. So I have a big connection, and my grandfather and my dad, they had their careers there. So I just think this is cute. Now, I will tell you, I have my grandma's dishes and glasses and water goblets, and I love them. But I'm not really a glass person because I break it. when Dave and I would clean out houses, and we used to do this flea market once a month. It was called the Meadows Flea Market. It was down in Pittsburgh. And when I got glassware, I would look up, I had glassware books, you know how much things are. I would look it up, and if it was worth $10, I would make it $2. If I got a whole box of it, and I was happy to sell it. I was happy for the dealers that could make money on it, and because I break glassware. I think it's very pretty, and they had them in the taverns in the early days too. But I break it. I don't know. It doesn't like me. So that's my little Valentine's today, is going down a little bit about the calling cards and the calling card receiver. I think that's amazing how they would have this little thing, you know, to think, oh, I'm going to put my cards in that. Oh, and you could put candy in it too or whatever, but they were made specifically for the calling cards. So did those of you that we talked about making the faux pantry cakes, did you make them? Did they come out okay? I'm not going to make anymore, but I was so excited to get this at thrifting. So you'll have to go back and look at the thrifting. And how do you decorate? Do you like to mix in things? Maximalist, minimalist. That's all on YouTube now, all on the Instagram, like how people decorate. How do you decorate? I love to mix things in my house. I love family things in the house. They're sentimental. And this year, I do have some goals. There's some things Dave and I wanted to do a long time ago, and we just didn't do them. So we're putting them on our list to get them done. And sort of things that we maybe didn't need but really wanted to do. So we definitely have some plans we're hoping for. And also this year, when we opened up our Walker Farmhouse, and if you're new here, we moved my great-great-great-grandparents' home to our property, and we don't live in it, but we do use it for a lot of things. Well, I moved so many things up there when I opened it to make it look so authentic. And I sort of feel like there isn't a balance. So I want to move some things down here and some things, you know, keep up there, but sort of have more of a balance between the two. And also, I really want to like make our family room. I want to work on my family room here. We made a bedroom into a family room, as the English would call it, a snug. And that's going to be my next video. I need your help. I want your opinion on some things. Just what you think, how, you know, what to do, and, you know, how you think it could be, and any suggestions. So, you know, doesn't a room evolve sometimes? And I always tell people when we had our shop open and we sold furniture, wait till the room sings to you. Wait till the house speaks to you. Let it tell you, let it breathe for a while and think about it before you hurry up and do things. And sometimes I hurry up and do things. And I wish I didn't. I wish I would have waited. But there's some things I need to change in my family room. So my next video, I want you to help me out. Okay, well, happy Tea on Tuesday, friends. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day. I hope your faux pantry cakes came out nice. I appreciate you being here. We've had a busy week besides cleaning the snow up. Dave and I are in the middle of rescuing some dogs, and it's been a little journey. So, and somebody wants to see our little Katie May more, and I'm going to have to do that. I'll have to show you her. But when I get my phone out, she starts barking. If you know corgis, they bark at everything. They're the best doorbell in the whole world. So thanks so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and happy Tea on Tuesday.